Anybody feel the need for speed?
I do.
You do.
I do.
That's right, Fred Fletcher.
Everybody else should too.
He's running the show. He should feel the need for speed. That's for sure. I need for half speed. I think I could probably.
That'll work.
That'll work. It has to.
You don't have to go full speed all the time, Jim.
No.
It doesn't pay.
No, it doesn't. Speed racer. It's around somewhere.
Yeah, every time I hear Chuck singing that song, I like it more and more every time.
It's sort of. I let it sink in a little bit so he can come right out of the gate there. You know? That's blazing there. So
we're going to kind of follow up on what we touched on last night.
Yep.
It was Nick and I and Warren Alston and Kate Brown, and we touched on a lot of things last night. Warren is like the safety king. He knows everything that goes on.
The safety king now showing at Uptowns 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
So he's going to look in my car and make sure everything's safe. I'm going to talk to Mark Yapel, see if he'll give me some time and help me set up my car.
You want to get rolling already?
Yeah, let's roll.
All right, you're on with Fred. Go ahead.
There he is.
Am I on with Jim too?
Yes. For as long as I can stand it. How about that?
And you just missed Marty Burke, who was on here.
Marty Burke, yeah.
I know. I heard Marty Burke, and I got to give a shout out to Marty. I work with Marty every day, and we have a good time over there at the landfill. I mean, it's a boring deal. If you don't have no fun, it'll make for a long day. But it was great to be back in the studio last night, Jim.
Oh, baby. You love it.
I keep waiting to see you there, but you know what? I'll get even with you when we do Hot Rod Santa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just look for a guy who looks like Tom Berenger. That would be me. So
Save it up and hit him with it on Hot Rod Santa, Nick.
Hot Rod Santa. There you go.
Yep.
What's
Not a problem.
What's hot?
Well, what's hot is Maple Grove is what's hot.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. So they started today. My wife said it's standing room only already because she's there already. And it's today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you're a drag racing fan, you need to be at Maple Grove. The Stars and Cars are the NHRA if you're a drag racing fan. And like I said last night on our show, every ticket is a pit pass. You get up close and personal with all these people. The Koretsky family has done a wonderful job with what they have done at Maple Grove, and it shows. And I'm telling you, I can predict that it'll be sold out all 3 days. You can buy tickets when you get there. But,
well, tell Nancy to grab me and Craig a couple tickets because we're coming up Saturday.
You're coming Saturday or Sunday?
No, Saturday. Craig can't make it Sunday. He's got to do football. He does NFL football. But, yeah.
Right.
But we'll be there on Saturday. And I might come back up on Sunday, but I'll have to see how my schedule goes. Definitely Saturday.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing Saturday or Sunday, but I'm sure I'll run into you guys. They, it all depends on what they got going on. They got a million things going on, and we all chip in and do whatever we got to do. Right now, Nancy's letting everybody in there. She sent me a couple pictures I'll put on our site. But, the show was great. Last night we had Warren and Kate on, and it's really taken off. I'm going to tell you right here, right now, this is an exclusive that I'll give you guys. I will not be back at New Egypt Speedway. I am done at New Egypt Speedway. I will not be back there. I will be moving on from New Egypt Speedway. So,
wow, that's a
I
damn shame.
All the support. Yep, I appreciate all the support. I got a phone call this morning from a good friend of mine. Evidently, they're very happy with the way things are going, and they don't need me there anymore, and I don't need to be there. So,
and looking from the outside in, they're not doing as well as they think they are.
Could be right. Could be right.
It is what it is. And we'll make it happen with whatever avenue that we're going to work together on, whether it's down at Bridgeport or focusing elsewhere and putting our efforts on other things. We're trying to start this, and we're working with Kate and Warren with trying to get a multimedia type thing about racing going on. And we have Kate especially has really good ideas on what we want to do. And taking this forward, so we're going to be okay, Nick. But I'm going to miss you at New Egypt, and I'll probably still run down there a couple times because I don't want to run all over the world. So, but I do want to run my car a couple times next year. So, but
I'm going to go there with you
and sit there with me.
I'll go there. But as far as I know, a lot of people miss me as much as I miss them. But you know what? You can't get blood from a stone, and it's heartbreaking. But you know what? God gives you other opportunities. When He closes a door, He opens another.
There you go.
it's just one of them deals.
Yeah, hate to hear it. It's definitely their loss, and yeah, we'll be fine. So.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. I got to meet Jim. Got to be good friends with you. Things are doing what they need to be doing, and yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good racing going on this weekend. Championship night at Bridgeport. Billy Pouch has a chance to. Junior has a chance to win a championship at Bridgeport. His father won a championship there, and now his son's starting to race. So we may live long enough to see his son win a championship at Bridgeport. So pretty interesting stuff going on. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everything you're doing with this Need for Speed stuff, and yeah, we're going to have a blast. I can't wait. Now I can concentrate on other things rather than trying to figure out why things didn't go right the way that you should have. So
and Craig's working right now. It's what, 9:45?
Yep.
He's got a meeting right now. We're making a deal on a new studio, so we'll all be working out of there up here in Fairless Hills. It looks like.
Good enough.
So
there you go.
Yeah.
All
was good.
Come over there. You can come over there and work with us over there, Jim.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think there's a studio big enough for Earl.
No.
It's
And you.
Personal, Jim.
And Nick.
It's all business.
That's it.
It's all business. It's all business.
I think we got Earl online too.
Earl's coming up. Yeah.
All right.
You're right, my man.
Well, get her on there. Have a good day. Have a
Thank
great
you, Nick.
weekend.
All right, Nick. I'll talk to you after.
All righty.
All right, be good. Yep, see you.
All right, there you go. That's good news, bad news kind of
I
thing.
know,
yeah. But sometimes it turns out to be a great opportunity.
I think it will be.
Yeah, it will be.
So.
All right, let's. I was looking at that. I said that's got to be Earl. I think it is. He's on with Fred. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Jim. Good morning, Fred.
Hey, Earl. Long time no talk to.
So the decibel level seems to be
exactly.
noticeably down, Fred. If we go from Nick to Earl.
That's what makes it great.
Calm.
That's what makes it great.
Yeah.
Different voice cadence. Always good to hear Nick. And, yeah, kind of surprising there what he just said about New Egypt.
Yeah, it's really a damn shame what happened. So, but they do what they do.
They won, literally.
Yeah.
That's going to be their loss.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so it's.
So we'll see how it goes and what the future brings, for us and them and you and everybody. But we're working on a new studio. Like I said, right now. So if we can do some stuff, I'll get a hold of you, Earl. Maybe we can do some stuff over there.
Where is the actual WBCB studio located?
It's right here in Levittown in the Magnolia Hill section. If if you blink twice, you go past it.
Right near Pennsbury High School.
Yeah.
Right on the corner there.
Yeah.
Or in the
familiar over here at all?
I'm from New Jersey. I've been over that area periodically over the years. So is that where you actually do the show on Wednesday nights?
Yeah. Yeah, we all do it out of here.
Where are you in New Jersey?
Actually, right near Monroe Township, New Brunswick area.
Yeah,
okay.
I know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Rutgers area. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Using the New Jersey Turnpike as a reference, exit 8A.
8A. All right.
Yeah.
8A. Yeah, that's a Jersey thing.
Yeah.
But so what's hot at Wall this weekend?
Well, it's returned to regular oval track racing. Again, last weekend they had the drifting, the sports car drifting. And this weekend, the modifieds will be back, along with the touring ATQ, MR-ATQ midgets. They run on the inner flat track, and of course the modifieds and the regular support divisions run on the high banks. And one of the neat things about this Saturday night is it's our annual Fan Fest. We have one in the spring and then one this coming weekend. That's where after all the qualifying's done, right around 6 o'clock, the pit area will be open to fans. Kind of a restricted area, but of course no cars moving around, but all the cars will be right there. Drivers will be there, team members, and all the spectators can come right over to the pit area and walk around, meet the drivers, take pictures, get autographs, look at the race cars up close. That takes place for roughly an hour. And then 7 o'clock, National Anthem, Invocation, and then the start of feature events. So Fan Fest is always a neat deal, and it's a good chance for especially the kids to meet the drivers up close and personal, and again, get autographs, actually get to go in the race cars. So it's a neat deal. That's this Saturday night.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so we're looking forward to that. When is Turkey Derby this year?
Thanksgiving weekend, Saturday and Friday of Thanksgiving weekend.
Okay.
2 and 3.
As long as it does, yeah, because after I got done, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, Turkey Derby, I hope it's not the 30th.
No, that's gonna be
I think it's the week before.
Week before. Yeah.
All right, cool. So I can do both.
There you go.
Because I totally plan on being at Turkey Derby, if not one more down the wall.
Actually, Thanksgiving is late, correct?
It's no. Actually, it might be a little right on time, but there's an extra Thursday in there, so it's always the fourth Thursday or
fourth Thursday.
Yeah, yeah. So you got.
Well, if it's the fourth Thursday and the 30th is the Saturday, so it's going to be the 28th. So maybe it is late.
Yeah.
28th.
Yes. Turkey Derby is the 29th and 30th.
That's why my hot rod saying it.
Yeah, it's a hot
right.
rod there.
But hopefully you can get down at least on that Friday.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make a plan. Of course, I close up on Friday.
Yeah, that'd be good. That would work.
Yeah, I'll figure out how to work both. So.
Oh, that'd be terrific. Very good.
So, but so look forward to getting down the wall. This weekend I'm not going to be there because I told Nick I'm going to go up to Maple Grove and do some NHRA filming. And
you need me on that wall. Yeah. You want me on that wall.
So meet some of it's national championships, so you see a whole different level of
that's going to be
running.
Great.
Yeah, so it's a big weekend, and looking forward to that. And then who knows, the wall's going to be my new stadium.
Oh, that's great. Well,
so be it.
Down. I know you enjoy it. So
yeah.
Good.
So, but cool. So
how's the vintage car coming along?
Still working on it. Now that I've just talked to kind of Mark Yapel, I'm going to get him over there and see if he can help me set it up. And I mean, it's pretty well set up, and show me how to work a lot of the things that I don't know, because the last time I was in a race car, it was a totally different bird. so it's like the hand clutch. It's like, oh wow, okay, I got.
You should have a retro race, with all the old with all the old stuff. None of this
with the 300 trees.
Yeah, come on, that'd be great.
But I'm working on that a little at a time. Hopefully, Bruce Bowen. Gets over there in the next week or so and gets me lettered up. We found a nice color scheme and the letters, the C141, getting it all.
Kind of like the purple, a little Prince action there. So.
Yeah, well, we got the hot pink going into a white.
Yeah,
it stays with my Fletcher's logo, and then my name is done in purple and pink.
It's tough to be colorblind and get into that.
Yeah. So looking forward. It's a good looking car, and I'm happy to have it. Can't wait to run, but want to make sure it's right. Yeah, Warren Austin's going to come over and make sure that all the seat belts and the fire suppression systems are all up to code, and I'm sure that it's good. We talked about it last night that I got it from Andy Belmont, and Jimmy Wismer put it together. So I'm in good hands there. I just
absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm sure it's A1, and they're going to come out and say, "Oh yeah, you're good." But just want to make sure that the powers that be give me the green light or green flag, I should say.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
And I'll be out there. Man, I'll put asphalt tires on it and run down a wall.
Wow.
So.
Well, something to think about for displaying your vintage car. I know you're familiar with it, the Motorsports Show in Oaks, Pennsylvania, the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center that Area Auto Racing News puts on every year. We welcome vintage cars to be on display. So, once the car gets done, if you're interested, reach out to me. I'll put you in touch with the show manager, and that'd be a good place for you to display your car.
Consider it done. Yeah. I'm in.
That'd be great. That'd be neat because it's right in your backyard.
Yeah.
Right down the road there.
Yep.
So and that'd be a good promotion for the show as well. So
absolutely. Maybe we can do a remote from there. Well, maybe we can work it out.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah.
So we'll work something out. Then it's gonna be great. That's one thing we like to hit it hard, hit it loud. So, but all right. Well, I guess we'll send everybody down the wall this weekend for Fan Fest, and we'll be talking again.
All right.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right,
enjoy the straight liners this weekend. That's a great show. All right.
Thank you,
all right.
All right, Fred, Jim, good talking to you guys.
All right, thank you. Yeah. Boy, when you get Nick, and then all of a sudden you get calming, like, oh wow, it's just hard to,
There's
Nick,
that's proof that there's all kinds of personalities welcome in racing.
Right. But the passion is there.
The passion is there, no matter who it is.
You can say what you want, different personalities and stuff, but no more dedicated than those guys.
Oh, yeah.
To details.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I love them both.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm kind of in the middle.
Yeah, but it's just interesting. It's personalities, and they always do their best.
I'm telling you, I mean, I remember my dad's friends being in racing when I was a kid, and the tight knit community that it was back then. I got, life goes on, and we all do our things. But stepping back into it in the last few years, I made some great friends during racing, and and good hookups and good business opportunities for both of us. I give and take. But the community and the people that surround it, that's why I said people are going to miss Nick. They already do miss Nick at New Egypt. They're really going to miss Nick now. Because I don't think they understood that he was the glue that held that together for a long time. But we'll move on, and then and
we get to spread
his joy other places.
Yeah, say I told you so. Maybe later on, who knows?
And hopefully maybe down the road, things change, and and the opportunity comes back for him to come back there. I'm sure he would welcome that with open arms.
Well, you need somebody who's not shy. That's the guy you're looking for.
I mean, he knew everybody. Everybody loves him.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a couple people that don't like him. That's too bad.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say, everybody loves Nick.
It does get personal, and sometimes it does get territorial.
When you get involved, sometimes it's
territorial.
As much as you do, and as much as we plan on doing. I'm not going to get into the running of anybody's track or anything like that, or be a promoter of any one track or be locked into one. We're here to promote racing, all kinds of racing, dirt track racing, drag racing, asphalt racing, horse racing.
Yes. we got a betting line. Okay.
Why not? Let's do horse shopping cart racing.
Yes, there you go. You might be able to do that. So supermarket sweep.
There's a lawnmower race that they have in Langhorne every year.
Oh, that's. I don't know about that.
But we're here to promote racing in general and get everybody interested.
If we're racing lawnmowers, I said, man, this is probably the end of the line for me, I would think. But,
there's some pretty badass lawnmowers out there, too.
I know it. That's why I always wanted. My dad would never buy a sit-down mower on an acre of ground.
Yeah, I don't have a sit-down mower. I don't need one. My dad's got one.
Yeah.
But that's what I love, the community of the racing and everybody, no matter where I'm at. Everybody's always so welcome, whether I'm at Wall, Bridgeport, New Egypt. I run into people, whether I've known them for my whole life or just people I just run into. It's always the same. Everybody's always welcoming and happy.
It seems like it sort of drifted away, but it seems like a younger crowd seems to be more interested in this than previous generations.
That's what we're trying to get, and I'm actually been encouraged by, since I bought my car, a lot of my friends that I went to school with and stuff that maybe were on the fringe of racing. There was a few of us that were heavy into it, Mike Solak, Michelle Solak. Their dad, Joe, built, and Mark Yapel built cars with my dad back in the 60s or late 50s.
I remember 60s. Those days like it was yesterday.
But then I actually have my friends that were like on the football team.
Yeah.
That never did racing or thought about racing or anything. We stay in touch on Facebook, and they're like, "Oh, Fred, you bought a car? Let me know when you're running. I'm gonna go down." And
I know.
So that gave some kind of an interest in racing, and maybe they'll head down to New Egypt or Bridgeport or Wall. And
back in the day, it was Flemington for us.
Yeah, I mean, Maple Grove's kind of getting the beneficiary of the drag racing that used to be at Englishtown and Atco. So,
action.
It's a shame that they didn't make it either. But guys would run both, run them all, as much as they can. But Maple Grove is like ground central for drag racing right now.
You ever have the Spanish channel and they would have a racing promo and they'll go action caliente, hot action, it's like action,
Yeah, whatever Sunday is. Miracles.
Yeah, sorry,
Sábado,
action.
But they're welcome too.
I love that stuff. Action caliente.
Yeah. Bring on your drifters. They had drifting down at Wall last week.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they had drifting, and Earl said it was great.
Oh.
And it, like he said, too, somebody that is into drifting might have not been interested in regular racing, but now they see the track, and maybe it sparks a little interest, and now they're in.
There's probably
that's what we're trying to do.
I bet you there's probably a rush of adrenaline before to do it.
I can speak for myself, Yeah.
So
it actually took me like hours to calm back down.
Or maybe it's on somebody's bucket list.
And it was a good rush.
Jack Nicholson is on the bucket list to jump out of an airplane or something.
There was the bucket list. I thought I was satisfied when I did the Kenny Wallace racing experience, but I got the bug back. So, so you can blame the Kenny Wallace racing experience.
Driving
for
a
the good or the
car,
bad.
Driving a pace car would be, or is that?
Well,
no?
I guess for somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's a pace car.
They've done it. I mean,
they let people drive.
I think James Garner did it once or twice.
Yeah,
from Grand
they
Prix.
probably did.
Yeah.
I mean, the pace car. He drove an actual race car, but yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of parts with it. Unfortunately, the
OJ never got the chance to drive.
No, that's a good thing.
No,
that's fine.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, the Kenny Wallace and Rusty Wallace racing experiences have gone out of business, and
that was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, it kind of just happened sudden, but that's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
And I noticed that, it seemed like there was not enough interest, or people were afraid of it, or their bucket lists are different nowadays. It was my bucket list to run a dirt track car again, even though not in a race. But or NASCAR. A lot of guys did. A lot of my friends, my daughter's boyfriend did the NASCAR thing down Dover. My one brother-in-law did it at one time up at Pocono.
Yeah, I never gave it much thought until I went to college in Florida. It was on all the time. I mean, Ted Turner was one of the first that ever did it. And he thinks, there's a market out there.
Yeah, he
so
was in the Capitol down there in Atlanta. So, it's all kinds of NASCAR down there.
The Goodies Headache Powder 200 or whatever the heck it was. He found the sponsors and everything else.
Bristol, Tennessee is usually the Goodies. Goodies ones. I like Bristol. I haven't been down there, but I like watching it. It's a short track. The last couple of years they made it dirt, which I really didn't really care for. Yeah. But that's me personally.
Dover's been solid. So is
Dover's always a solid run. Pocono's a good run. It's a big track. It's like a super speedway, so they can get some real speeds. I'm not going to say a complaint. My thing with it is it's such a big track, you don't get to see the backside as much as you would.
There used to be a motor racing network in on radio years ago. I don't know if it's still there. MRN.
No, I haven't heard that.
No.
There's
that was a long time.
There's a motorsports action channel. It's called MAV.
Yeah.
And there's a few other channels. I mean, you got Gear, you got Speed Channel.
Yeah.
But the motorsport action videos, I guess it is. But they get a lot of Midwest dirt late model running, and
MRN used to be, and then they do. And I said, "Geez, we're running a race on radio and stuff," but people were into it. Use your imagination.
Well, sometimes,
right?
like I'll put a NASCAR race on my house, even if I'm working around the house. I don't have to sit in a chair and look at it all day. In fact, when the last race of Dale Earnhardt, I was actually installing a door in my shed. Whoa. So I just happened to walk back in just before it happened, and I saw it happen. But I was like, wow, I was, but I have it on in the background.
It's like losing Babe Ruth.
Yeah, it really was. It really was a bad time.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
But I put it on the background. You can listen to it and know what's going on. So if you want to listen to it on radio, there's nothing wrong with that.
He almost gained cult status, though, because he kind of went out the way he came in.
Yeah, he was true to his word all the way from birth to death.
Yeah, and he was.
So, and he was definitely the man.
Yeah,
so.
He was the man. Yeah.
But So, however you want to get your racing, get it. But listen to us on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Here.
You bet. And, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff coming up here.
And Nick, like I said, Nick and I and Kate and Warren are going to start the more videos, and Craig's getting the studio together, and
that takes a lot of work.
Then
I mean, you got to be. Yeah. You got to be pretty patient to do stuff like that. So we just
got to line up some sponsors to help us pay for all this great stuff that we're doing. So if anybody's interested in sponsoring with us and getting your name out there, because trust me, this is not where it's going to stay. I mean, not that this is wrong.
No.
We're only growing it from here. So, on the other medias, I'm never giving up my radio show.
You fought for it.
I love my radio shows,
I know you
all
do.
of them. So we just want to expand on that and take it to another level.
You never know where somebody could listen and be a part of something, or include something in something in the future. You never know.
Yeah, that's how Warren and Kate, and then now they're willing to take it next. They just happen to be listening to the shows. So
and we do that 9:00. That's what the Need for Speed at 9:30. Followed by, it would be preceded by Fletcher's Garage. You go under the hood, find out what's going on with America's Mechanic.
Yeah, we fix them, then we race them.
That's right. And you keep it here at WBCB.
All right.